Chapter 1. The Woman. No one saw coming. Sally Jones was once a quiet figure. Born and raised in Kent, England, she lived a seemingly ordinary life. A former punk musician and single mother, she was known more for her loud fashion than any real controversy. But in 2013, she vanished from the public eye. Months later, she reappeared under a new name, Hussein al-Brittany. She had joined ISIS. Jones had traveled to Syria with her young son, married a known extremist, and immersed herself in the violent ideology of the Islamic State. But what shocked authorities wasn't just that she had joined, it was what she became. Online, she was not a silent observer, but a recruiter, propagandist, and active promoter of terror. Her transformation from suburban mum to one of ISIS's most prolific online voices stunned intelligence agencies. She wasn't just sharing messages, she was directing operations, encouraging attacks, and luring others into the fold. And no one had noticed her slipping away. Not neighbors, not friends, not the system. Chapter 2. From tweets to terror. Sally's weapon wasn't a gun or a bomb. It was the internet. Behind her screen, she became a powerful voice in ISIS propaganda. She called for attacks on the West, shared bomb-making instructions, and recruited young people, especially women, to join the cause. Her English background, casual tone, and rebel past made her oddly charismatic to vulnerable minds. British and American intelligence quickly realized she was more dangerous than they'd expected. She wasn't simply repeating ISIS slogans, she was helping create them. She used Twitter, Telegram, and encrypted forums to reach potential recruits. She posed with weapons, threatened civilians, and posted lists of military targets. She used her son in photos, sometimes dressed in combat gear, adding a chilling human element to her posts. But it wasn't all digital. Reports emerged that Jones may have helped plan attempted attacks in the UK. She wasn't just talking, she was acting. Still, she remained elusive. Living in Raqqa, surrounded by militants, protected by chaos. Chapter 3. The Boy in the Shadows. Among the darkest elements of Sally's story was her son, Jojo. Just 10 years old when they left for Syria, he became an unwilling symbol of the war. In ISIS territory, Jojo was seen in training camps, in propaganda videos, even allegedly carrying out executions. Western officials debated, was he a victim or a threat? Sally claimed she was protecting him, but the world saw something else. A child radicalized and used as a tool. Intelligence sources suggested she was fully aware of what Jojo was being exposed to. Some believe she saw him as part of her mission. Meanwhile, her online presence intensified. She posted messages saying she would never return to the UK, warning of rivers of blood, and all the while, her son appeared beside her. For intelligence agencies, it became clear. Bringing her back wasn't just about stopping a terrorist. It was about rescuing a child lost in one of the darkest corners of the world. But how do you pull someone out of a war zone where they don't want to be saved? Chapter 4. The Drone and the Silence. In 2017, a US drone strike hit Raqqa. The target, Sally Jones. The strike came after months of tracking. Intelligence had pinpointed her movements, and when the opportunity came, they acted. For days, there was no confirmation. But then, sources within ISIS began to speak. She was dead, they said, killed instantly. Her son, too, might have been with her, but no one could be sure. The British government refused to confirm or deny her death. Some believed it was to avoid political backlash, especially over the possibility that a British child had been killed in a US airstrike. But online, the chatter stopped. Her accounts went silent. Her messages ceased. No more propaganda, no more threats, just digital silence. And yet, with her death came more questions than answers. Had she been alone? Was someone else using her name? Could she have escaped? Even now, her death is officially unconfirmed. Chapter 5. The Cult. No one saw Sally Jones wasn't part of a traditional terror cell. She didn't recruit in mosques or from militant safe houses. Her battlefield was the internet. Her sermons came in hashtags, voice notes, and one-on-one encrypted chats. She had no army, but she had followers, many. And they listened. Her appeal was her normalcy. She didn't fit the stereotype. She was white, British, middle-aged, a former punk guitarist. She posted in colloquial English, sometimes blending threats with slang and emojis. It felt more like chatting with a chaotic friend than listening to a terrorist. And that's what made her dangerous. Sally created a digital subculture, part ideology, part community, part death cult. Her reach went beyond borders. Teens in the UK, women in France, misfits in Germany. She spoke to them directly. To some, she was a mother figure. To others, a radical sister. But always, a recruiter with purpose. She didn't need to be in London to inspire violence in Manchester. She didn't need to meet you to convince you to kill. She was proof that ideology can spread without flags, leaders, or face-to-face meetings. This wasn't just radicalization. It was seduction. And governments weren't ready for it. Even in death, or the rumor of it, her legend persisted. Her words lingered in chats, screenshots, threads. Her influence didn't die with her. It just became harder to trace. Chapter 6. Ghosts in the network years have passed since Sally Jones vanished into silence, but the questions she left behind haven't. Was she truly killed in that drone strike? Was her son, Jojo, with her? And if not, where are they now? Some sources insist she died instantly. Others suggest she escaped under a new identity. In the world of cyber-terrorism, where avatars matter more than faces, the truth can disappear as quickly as a profile picture. What we know is this: the digital infrastructure she helped build didn't crumble. It evolved. The forums changed names. The apps became more secure. The voices became younger. But the message remained the same. In the years following her disappearance, dozens of young people across Europe were arrested for attempting to join or support ISIS. Investigators found traces, old chats, saved posts, quotes linked back to Hussein. Her digital fingerprints were everywhere. Her ghost still moved in the network. Some believe Sally was a one-off, a fluke. But intelligence analysts know better. She wasn't alone. She was early. The kind of radical that doesn't need a room, a flag, or a name to wage a war. Just signal, Wi-Fi, and someone willing to listen. And maybe that's the most chilling part. The cult she built didn't die. It just logged off. Chapter 7. Her name was Sally Jones, vanished from headlines, but her shadow never left the screen. Intelligence reports still list her as a symbol of how quietly radicalization can spread and how normal one can look while carrying darkness inside. She wasn't just a terrorist, she was a blueprint. In training videos and forums, her name lingers like a whisper. Newer recruits quote her lines, repost her words. They call her Sister Sally. Hussein. Sometimes just the Brit. And Jojo, her son, the child soldier turned ghost, remains the cruelest footnote. His fate unknown. His photos frozen in time. The cult she built never held hands, never met in person. But it was real. Fueled by anger, shaped by loneliness, and spread by the quiet click of a mouse. She didn't need a church, or a temple, or a flag. She only needed a signal, and someone willing to listen.